To understand why humans make art, we need to look backwards. For most of human history, we lived as hunter-gatherers. Our bodies and brains evolved to help us survive in that world. Creativity didn't appear out of nowhere. Like everything else, it must have had a purpose. So what was that purpose? Why make art? One possibility is that art isn't something we evolved for directly. Instead, it may be a side effect of other survival skills. Survival of the species, that is. Let's look at what those other survival skills might have been. Imagination is the ability to think about things we haven't experienced. That ability was critical for survival. It allowed us to plan, to anticipate danger, and to prepare rather than react. Imagination also allowed us to invent new tools, to picture something that didn't yet exist and then try to make it real. That same capacity that let us plan and imagine better tools also let us imagine art. Alongside imagination, humans developed fine control of their hands. This meant we could make tools, hunt more effectively, prepare food, and shape materials. These changes gave us a survival advantage, but they also gave us the physical ability to make marks, shapes, patterns, and objects. The hands that made tools could also make art. So imagination and dexterity gave us the ability to make art. But ability alone doesn't explain behaviour. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we're driven to do it. For a behaviour to become instinctive, it must offer a survival benefit. So what benefit did art provide? Our DNA is our genetic makeup. This will determine, for example, whether or not we are born with hands that can hold or grasp something. So our DNA gives us abilities and therefore determines whether we are capable of something, like whether we can use our hands to climb trees. Those abilities allow behaviours. So if we can climb trees, we could pull ourselves up to safety if we were being chased by an animal that wanted to eat us. If a behaviour gives us a survival advantage over other species, maybe one that can't climb trees, we have the motivation to repeat it. Over time, repetition becomes instinct. So, if art making became instinctive, it must have supported survival in some way. Not directly, but indirectly. Humans are a social species. We survive because we cooperate. Our bodies even evolved to support social living. Expressive faces, mirroring behaviour, shared rhythms. Art strengthens these connections. It gives us ways to gift, perform, share, and belong. Strong communities survive better than isolated individuals. Humans understand the world through stories. We constantly look for patterns and connections. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes sense. If we didn't link events together, that food made me ill, that action saved my life, we wouldn't last long. Art gives us powerful tools for telling and sharing these stories. The human brain evolved in a world where almost everything was done by hand. Making, shaping, repeating. These activities regulated our nervous systems. Today, we often remove them and then wonder why we feel mentally overloaded. Making art provides rhythm, focus, and relief, not as a luxury, but as something our brains still expect. So, let's put this together. Imagination and dexterity give us the ability to make art. But when it comes to the behaviour or the process of making art, we need to break down the outcomes a bit more. As we've seen, the process of making supports mental health, strengthens community, and improves communication. These outcomes help humans work together, and working together improves survival. This suggests something important. The process of making art may matter more than the final result. So, do we need to be good at art? Probably not. Simple drawings communicate ideas. Making together builds connection. The benefits don't depend on skill, they depend on participation. So if that's true, then why did art become more sophisticated over time? Well, because humans are driven to improve. We're curious about what's possible. Displays of skill inspire others and raise the capacity of the group. Art became a place where we could explore our limits. So, to sum up, why do we make art? Well, we don't make art just because we can. We make art because it helped us survive, and in quieter ways it still does. For simple ways to start tapping into your own natural creativity, see the link to the Making Practice website in the description below.